morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name is Ross, and as always, told how to voice radio. And earlier today, I showed you some lovely tricks for Rapid Strike Pokemon. And I like Rapid Strike Pokemon, I've been pretty clear about that. But I haven't shown you the corresponding tricks for single prize Pokemon. And frankly, that seems a little bit rude. So I did consider feeling very bad about myself and having a good old cry, but then I thought, no! I can make this all better by making a video about the single strike tools that we haven't seen so far. And I say it like that because there were 3 takes where I said Rapid Strike by mistake and had to stop and re-record. The whole single strike, Rapid Strike, look. There are going to be multiple videos where I say the wrong one, but you're going to know which one I mean. The context is going to make it obvious. So, can we all just agree right now to forgive me when I inevitably get it wrong? There we go. We're talking single strike today. We've got an item card, we've got a tool card, and I want to start off with Pot of Vitality. Shout out to the lovely Antoine Boulet for providing our translations here. Antoine is awesome, and we love him. We got an item card here, and it reads, shuffle up to 2 single strike energy cards from your discard pile into your deck. Yes! Absolutely yes. Now, this works specifically for single strike energy. It's an energy card I showed you a day or 2 ago. It's the one that counts as either a fighting or a darkness energy, and it means that your Pokemon, your single strike Pokemon to which it is attached, do an extra 20 damage. It's kind of like strong energy or powerful colorless energy, but for single strike Pokemon. And it's awesome. But one of the huge downsides of special energy is we've got a bunch of special energy hate. We've got things like Giratina, for instance, which will get rid of them that people play, and some people even play it with Scoop Up Net so that they can reuse it constantly and keep getting rid of that special energy, and that is frankly a little bit mean. Well, now you can get it back. Because as it stands at the moment, right, time was, a while back now, we had the card Special Charge. And that let you shuffle 2 special energy from your discard pile into your deck. And it was great, and decks that relied on special energy loved it and played it a load, and it rotated a while ago. And since it rotated, our alternative has been... Again, not a dramatic pause, there's just nothing here. Puzzle of Time for a little while worked, but that rotated out and then got banned and expanded as well. We just don't have good ways to recover it. And Single Strike Energy is a great card, but you can only play 4 in your deck, and when they get discarded and not coming back is a little bit sad. Well, now all of a sudden Pot of Vitality comes along, and now you are getting it back. Now you're playing 4 Single Strike Energy, and you probably are playing 4 of them, but now a Pot of Vitality turns it into 6, or 2 Pot of Vitality turn it into 8, etc, etc, and things are looking up very nicely indeed. And I love this. I think this is a phenomenal card, and I assume this is going to just see a huge amount of play. Like, if you're playing a single strike deck, you are almost certainly playing a lot of, nay, relying on single strike energy. So if you're playing a lot of / relying on single strike energy, why would you not play Pot of Vitality? Then, of course, remember that we've got that Houndoom, which is a single strike Pokemon, which is coming in this set. And Houndoom lets you not only search for a single strike energy, but attach it to one of your Pokemon, again, a single strike Pokemon. And all of a sudden, this energy card isn't just amazing, it's even better than amazing. Like, what we thought about single strike energy when we looked at it initially, everything holds true. Like, everything we said that was nice about that card, and there were many things, that all still totally counts. But now you're telling me that Houndoom can search it out and attach it, gives you an extra energy attachment, and it's one of these awesome energy, and you're telling me I can recover it with Pot of Vitality? I cannot be the only one that is starting to look at this and go, oh my goodness, yes. This looks like exactly the kind of card that we need for the single strike Pokemon. And make no mistake about it, right? The hook of single strike Pokemon, and the clue is pretty much in the name here, one big attack. That's what these cards are building towards. It's why single strike energy does an extra 20 damage. It's why there is an M-Ball that does an extra 30 damage, and not for nothing, but totally stacks. Unlike Incineroar, that has the same ability for any Pokemon, but is explicitly limited to one use regardless of how many Incineroar you've got on the field. This, along with all the other things we've seen, is basically saying, look, play Single Strike Pokemon, will give you this good energy, and I know you've got reservations about special energy, I know they're a pain to search, and I know they're a pain to recover, but don't worry your pretty little head about it, I have totally got your back. And whoever's designing these cards really does. Also, how fun is it that this is a brilliant counterpoint to the item card we saw for Rapid Strike Pokemon, that being Fan of Waves. Fan of Waves gets rid of an energy, this gets energy back. To be fair, Fan of Waves puts it on the bottom of your deck, doesn't discard it, but then Houndoom can search it out, so you'll be fine. Now, I did show you a lovely scroll for Rapid Strike Pokemon, so it's probably only fair I show you a lovely scroll for Single Strike Pokemon. It is Single Strike Scroll, Scroll of Fury, and it's phenomenal. For 1 fighting energy, it does 10 damage, plus 10 more for each damage counter on this Pokemon. But I think the most important thing to bear in mind here, it's a single energy attack. It's for 1 fighting energy. Or, just putting it out there, 1 single strike energy. And then it becomes 30 plus. And what this does, this is a attacking option. This is basically going, right, any single strike Pokemon I have got in play, anyone whatsoever, you need to now get a 1-hit KO on, because I could always have one of these just ready to go. And that's a terrifying proposition. Because let's say, the biggest one we've seen so far is clearly the Rapid Strike Urshifu V Max. Gigantic Pokemon, 330 HP, almost the most we've seen so far. Did I say Rapid Strike? I meant Single Strike. It's got 330 HP, very hard to get a 1-hit KO. So, take a Zacian, for instance. That's going to do 230 damage, maybe more. But they're not going to get a KO. You're out of KO range. But then, you're going to be doing at least 240. Oh, look. Look how that worked out. But if you attach this to a Pokemon and you got a fighting energy on, and you need a fighting energy on, you can actually go a little bit further and use Martial Arts Dojo. Now, Martial Arts Dojo is an awkward one here, because of course it doesn't work with single strike energy, and if you're not behind on prizes, you do 10 more, which is less, but it's half. But if you are behind on prizes, you do 40 more damage, which is double single strike energy. So you got to figure that one out at the time. But the point is, you can actually add quite a lot of damage here, and this can add up a lot. Not to mention, we might have the aforementioned Emboar. You might have more than 1 single strike energy. You might have a single strike energy and a basic fighting with a Martial Arts Dojo in play, etc., etc. And all of a sudden, you're not doing 10 damage plus as much as is on you. It's like 70 damage plus as much as is on you, or whatever. It's so many different ways this can work, and I love it. And again, I cannot stress this enough. This is going to be a surprise. And that's what's so amazing about this. The fact that it's a tool card that gives you an extra attack for a single energy, your opponent, there are going to be so many games where your opponent doesn't get a 1-hit KO, and they're just going to be crossing their fingers you don't get this. Because if you've got a basic fighting or a single strike energy, bearing in mind that Houndoom can both search and attach said single strike energy, you're golden here! Oh yeah, and I should probably mention Houndoom at this stage, shouldn't I? Because remember, Houndoom doesn't just search and attach an energy, it also puts 2 damage counters onto the Pokemon. So bearing in mind here, right, if you're using this attack, not only will Houndoom give you an energy that does an extra 20 damage, but it will put an extra 20 damage on you, which means Scroll of Fury will do an extra 20 damage. So if you've got a Pokemon with, say, 150 damage on, and then you use Houndoom, you're not doing 160, you're doing 200. Because you go up to 17 damage counters, 180 plus the single strike energy. If, however, you've got 2 Houndoom out, maybe you go up to 240. as an example. Now, obviously, you're getting closer to being KO'd as you go here. The more damage you put on yourself, the more easily you are going to be KO'd. That's up to you to figure out based on the matchup, the board state, etc. We cannot do that in this video. But my point here is that between Houndoom and Single Strike Energy and the fact that this is a tool, I adore this. Anytime you've got a Single Strike Pokemon that's got high HP, i.e. is unlikely to get one-hit KO'd, this is an absolute must, at least as a one-off. So let's go ahead and give, honestly, I think these are both 5 Wassy cards. Okay, let's give Pot of Vitality or whatever it's called between 4 and 5 Wassies. We don't give half Wassies, that would be barbaric. It gets back your amazing special energy, which is going to be central to your deck. Honestly, that's probably harsh. And let's give Scroll of Fury 5 Wassies. This is a game-winning card. I am convinced that if Single Strike decks see a bunch of play, this is the kind of card where it's literally going to be a case of if my opponent's got Scroll of Fury, they win. If they don't, I win. I think it's going to be a really impactful card that is absolutely going to swing matchups. But maybe I'm too excitable. Maybe these new cards have got me too excited. Maybe we're too close to Christmas and I'm just in a Christmassy festive mood. I don't know. You can either agree with me or you can disagree with me, but let's do it in the comment section, shall we? Go nuts. Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWassy, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCGRadio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCGRadio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.